Ira and Aphrodite, please grant my daughter the virtue of obedience. Eagle Bearer, you bless this temple with your presence. If I may ask, I'm having a little problem.
I'm not the problem. I'm a Spartan. You keep at home supervising farmers while I could be out in the world finding adventure. You give my brothers the chance to explore. Why not me?
An explorer, are you?
So, you're the eagle bearer everyone's been talking about. I hope you live up to your reputation. I'm Zoferas.
Could you please educate my daughter to behave as a Spartan woman should?
If both you and Zoferas agree, I'll train your daughter to be a fine Spartan. Beginning with her physical strength, of course. It's the only way she can keep your household safe and prosperous.
The eagle bearer is right, Mater. Spartan women must be strong.
You can call me Alexios.
I suppose if the Eagle Bearer says it. All right. Train my daughter as you see fit.
Let's begin your training with running. Try to keep up.
But Spartans never run. Only cowards do. Why should I train in running?
Strong legs mean you'll thrust your spear with more force.
And yours do seem very strong.
Let's race through the theater to the entrance of the Dromos. Last one there's a wounded goat. Glad you could make it.
I'll get you next time.
Now we'll race horses, but not like they do in the athletic games. We'll make our own course.
Horses? Why should I bother with those filthy beasts? We have elotes for that.
Horses are beasts of muscle and power. You'll never understand until you hold one between your thighs.
Well, when you put it that way, ride on.
Let's race to the bridge south of Sparta. Ready? Go! Vamos, let's go! And that's how you master a beast.
That was more speed than mastery.
How are my lessons so far, Zoferas?
Not bad. But why did you decide to teach me anyway? Don't you have more exciting things to do? Treasures to find, tyrants to depose.
The secret is, by teaching a skill to someone else, you're also improving your own technique. That's the only way you'll both reach peak performance.
You'll have to show me your technique.
Do you have a suggestion for our next bit of training?
There's a place I found in the southern hills with a wonderful view. Will you go there with me?
I like the view already, but let's go.
So, does that bird follow you everywhere?
Icaros.
Hey.
Yes, he likes to keep an eye on me. Are you jealous?
If you don't mind being watched, I don't either. Did Zeus give you any special powers? You know, Achilles got invulnerability, Heracles the strength of a god.
If you know the old stories, You know what Zeus is especially good at.
You have that kind of talent.
Come on.
Just call me Pandora. Beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think I'm beginning to understand you, Alexios.
Are you? Tell me, who do you think I am?
You answer my questions with such passion and authority. You like being in charge, don't you?
You might be right. But really, why did you bring me out here?
I thought we could continue with some more intensive training, Alexios. If you've got some energy left.
Well then, let's begin our advanced lessons.
Thanks, Alexios. You've inspired me to train harder.
Magistrate Xanthi told me you've been having trouble with your farm.
Crop failure. It's as if Ares herself salted the earth.
How are the crops failing?
Blight. Few plants grow, and the ones that do are wilted and covered in spots. The gods would never let this happen if they were happy. It's my godless Ilotes, I tell you. You're a messenger of Zeus. You show them the light.
I'll find out what's happening.
Oh, thank Zeus. My Ilotes, Tefta and Maron, they work the fields, but they do not respect the gods. Teach them.
I'll go talk with your Ilotes and see what they know.
Mistios.
Yere, your master claims this blight is the will of the gods. What do you think?
Sometimes crops fail. Could be dry soil, could be insects. It's a shame about the donkey. He was more crucial to the farm's success than the master. Or you, for that matter.
If you're looking for a fight, Ilot, you're going about it the right way.
Come on, then. Everyone's looking for an excuse to beat an Elot. You've proved your worth as a Spartan. You hit hard. Something upstream is making the water taste like a rusty blade.
The water? I'll have to take a look. Maybe the dead man was a fisherman. These don't look like the knife wounds of a man. Mauled to death. May your journey across these Styx be a more peaceful end than this. I'll bet it's the metal from the armor giving the water a bad taste. Oh, that smell is going to linger on me. At least the river runs clear now.
You there? Could you help an ailing woman by getting some mint?
I picked some up on my way.
The back patch of land is riddled with blight like I've only seen once before. My old master lost his whole farm to it. I'll never forget this smell.
The back of the farm. I'll take a look. It's a wonder anything grows in this field, with all this mess crushing the plants. The earth is stained here. That can't be good for the soil. The tanners in Kefalonia use something that smells awful to make leather. It can't be good for the soil. It seems like fire is the only way to be sure of ending this blight. I can't believe I have to tidy everything up around here. Now I'm beginning to understand Tefta's anger. The disease crops have been burned, and the river is cleared. That should be the last of the blight.
Oh, you truly are God-sent. What was the cause of the rot?
You were so busy looking to the sky that you ignored what was in front of you. The gods are not responsible for cleaning the fields or the river. That's on you.
What? You dare? Xanthi says you are an agent of Zeus, but you are a false champion, as godless as my Ilotes. Get out from here!
The poison in your fields is nothing compared to the poison in your heart. I should try to stay out of sight.
You wouldn't happen to be the eagle bearer, would you?
Me? Yes, I am.
Where do you know justice? Your hair must have been woven by Athena. Your body is like a sculpture made by the masters. And your arms look so strong. Strong enough to...
Strong enough to...
Strong enough to carry this basket to my husband Kalibos.
Oh, right. The magistrate mentioned you. It'll be easy to carry.
Thank you so much. Let me know if you need anything.
I'll help with your delivery. This is heavy. What's in here? Bricks? dawn.
You wouldn't happen to be the eagle bearer, would you?
Me? Yes, I am.
Words do you know, Justice? Your hair must have been woven by Athena. Your body is like a sculpture made by the masters. And your arms look so strong. Strong enough to...
Strong enough to...
Strong enough to carry this basket to my husband Kalibos.
Oh, right. The magistrate mentioned you. It'll be easy to carry.
Thank you so much. Let me know if you need anything.
I'll help with your delivery. This is heavy. What's in here? Bricks? Wonder what today will bring.
Misthios? Well met. What brings you to our camp?
You are Kalibos. Your wife sent me to deliver this package. I think it might be some kind of offering.
Zevxo is a good woman. She's gifted me with a basket fit for Dionysos.
Earthly pleasures? She made it sound like it was a case of life and death.
A deathly hangover, maybe. Boys, we're having a good night. Care to join us, friend?
I never say no to good wine and good company.
I expected no less from you.
Could someone pass the water skin?
Could someone pass my head? I think I left it farther down the beach.
Surely this is the after effects of the mushrooms. I remember the chicken coop. I remember the farmer's field. I do not remember building a Trojan horse.
It was just here when I woke up.
We offer it to the gods for safe passage across the seas. Boys, let's move this down to the beach.
I can't believe they fell for that.
I once boasted to a friend that I was a better tactician than Odysseus himself. Today I was proven wrong.
You live to fight another day. Learn from this.
Please, thank my wife for her festive gift.
I don't know if I should thank her or curse her.
You are the Eagle Bearer. Wonderful. Magistrate Xanthi has spoken highly of you.
Very kind of her.
So here's the thing. My children have promising futures, but they refuse to learn and study. They think they know better, but they can't recite a poem to save their lives.
Where do I fit into this?
They've heard of the Eagle Bearer and worship the ground you walk on. If you related an epic story to them, I'd bet they retain it and impress their tutors.
It's an odd request, but I've been asked to do stranger things. I'll do it.
My children are waiting inside the temple of Dionysus Kolonatas for today's epic story. The subject is Perseus, which they should know well, but seem to forget all when questioned.
Perseus? I know his story well. As if we were cousins, both raised at the base of Mount Olympus. Do not fear. I will hold your children fast with my tail. Hello, I'm...
The Eagle Bearer. We've heard all about you. Are you going to tell us a story today? Do we have to listen? We've heard it 100 times.
Yes, that's me. And yes, I'm telling you a story. Let us sing with the voice of the gods about the exploits of brave Perseus and the noble Pegasus. Acrisius, the king of Argos, was not a good man. He had one child, a daughter, Danae. Bitter that he had no son, he went to the oracle of Delphi and heard a prophecy that chilled him.
Ooh, what was it?
The oracle said Acrisius would be killed by his grandson, but Danae was unmarried and childless at the time. To protect himself, he locked Danae in a bronze room, open only to the sky.
Ooh!
However, mighty Zeus saw the girl and fell in love with her. He transformed into a golden shower and seduced her. Danae gave birth to a son, Perseus.
I knew it.
King Acrisius couldn't kill the boy for fear of angering Zeus. So, he put his daughter and grandson in a wooden crate and tossed them into the wild sea to be drowned.
How horrid! Poor Perseus.
Perseus and his mother Danae were rescued on the island of Seriphos, and Perseus grew up under the care of a kindly fisherman, Victis.
Lucky them. Did the gods help?
Maybe. Perseus learned to swim and ride and fight, and how to be good and just, even though his father was only a fisherman.
I can do all those things too.
Yeah, good for you.
Except swim.
Or be just.
Hush. Now, Victis' brother was ruler of the island, but he was not a good man.
He's scum.
The cruel king of Seriphos, Victis' brother, Polydectes, decided he wanted to marry Danae, for she was still beautiful and noble. But Perseus knows his mother does not want this. Victis couldn't stop his brother, so it was up to Perseus to interfere and be annoying.
Christos, that's your job.
I would keep the stinky king from marrying you.
The cruel and, stinky king became angry. To get rid of Perseus, Polydectes sent him on an impossible quest. Prove yourself a warrior, and fetch me a worthy wedding gift, the king said, by killing a great monster!
I knew it!
Shh, I knew it too.
Perseus figured out what he needed. The golden fleece of the winged ram, said to be guarded by a monster who could turn any to stone. Luckily, Perseus was blessed by the gods, and he was guided by Athena's golden-geared owl to the monster's lair.
Athena's golden owl? That's dumb.
Sounds cute. I want one.
And armed with the vorpal sword from the mighty Olethros, he faced the snake-necked, large-headed, shaggy-maned, stony-gazed Katovlepas!
No!
Huh?
Perseus avoided the Katovlepas' killing gaze and snicked the sword, lopping off the creature's head.
Ew!
He grabbed the golden fleece and wrapped the Katovlepas' head in it. Then he flew back home astride winged Pegasus to save Andromeda, who was about to be eaten by the Kraken. He used the deadly head to turn the Kraken to stone.
Wait, the what? What's a kraken?
Like a giant squid?
Don't you mean the sea monster Ketos?
Pretty sure Homer said, release the Kraken, not release the Ketos.
You just made that up.
Perseus traveled to Argos with his family, and one day competed in the great athletic games. He hurled the discus, and his throw was so great that it shot into the stands and struck King Acrisius. So doing, Perseus killed his grandfather and fulfilled the prophecy.
Hurrah!
You can't escape your fate.
In the end, Perseus and Andromeda settled in Mycenae as king and queen, and had 7 sons and 2 daughters, the Perseidae.
That was a great telling of the tale. I'll never forget it.
Maybe the best. I can't wait to tell all my friends.
Ah, thank you.
I couldn't help overhearing the end of your story. Truly inspiring, Eagle Bearer. Thank you.
Οι δύο πηγαίνουν μετέφθαν παντή τρόπο.
Είναι ο πρεσβύτερος, έφυγε άπαντα.
They won't ask any questions. Best keep out of sight.
Thank you for aiding all of us in Pitana. Stories of you will live amongst us for many years.
I help where I can, but thank you.
A reward for all your help